This
Hello.
conference will now be recorded.
So from the compliance management side, we have SPL, we have embargo, and we have legal control. So from the
Vindhyachal sir,
compliance
hi.
management side, we have sanction party list screening, we have embargo, we have legal control. From the customs management side, we have custom export and customs import, only these two processes. Then from risk management side, we have preference, we have restitution, and we have letter of credit. And we have another submodule, another module of the GTS, that is electronic compliance reporting, ECR, that is for intrastate reporting. Now, once we are good with general settings which are also called as baseline configurations. Why those are called baseline configurations? Because those configurations are applicable to all the application areas. Now, once we are good with the application general settings configuration, then we are good to go with our respective application area. Let's say we are starting with embargo. So first we understand what embargo is. So embargo in human term, due to any reason, due to any specific reason, if our customs authority says that we cannot trade with so and so countries, so it means if customs authorities are restricting us that we cannot trade with some of the countries, it means those countries are part of embargo. So in short, embargo is nothing but we can say blocked countries. So so blocking reason can be anything due to some political reason, due to some military reason. So due to any reason, if customs authority says that you cannot trade with so and so countries, let's say from India we cannot trade with Somalia, we cannot trade with Libya, we cannot trade with Iraq. There are so many countries. So it means that if we are exporting to those countries, or even if we are importing from vendors located in those countries, then it means we are under non-compliant. We are not following those regulations of customs authorities. So in order to be compliant, we need to be compliant always. We need to follow their rules, regulations. So if they say that we cannot trade with some countries, it means that those countries are part of embargo. Now let's say if we do not have GTS system, we do not have any system which is having control on import export part, and some users knows that yes we cannot create document in so and so countries, or we have some list on that we cannot do business with so and so country. Let's say some new user has joined our organization and he got some order, and if he is placing an order, then if he's receiving an order, then obviously he will create a sales order. So it means that if we do not have any kind of control, then system will allow to create everything until unless we have some kind of system which can control or which can block our document, that your document is blocked, sales document is blocked because your country of destination is a part of embargo. Similarly, if we are purchasing something, if we are creating a purchase order, and if our vendor is located in any of the embargo countries, if user is trying to create a document that is purchase order, it will block the transaction, stating that our country of departure is a part of embargo. So please understand in real time example. So what is export? Export means we are sending to so and so countries. It means we are sending, so we are country of departure, but where we are sending to, let's say, Libya. So Libya is country of destination. So in case of export, system considers country of destination. Similarly, when we are importing, so let's say we are importing from Libya. So in this case, country of departure is Libya and destination are us because we are receiving goods. So in import case, system considers country of departure. So if we have implemented import and export for embargo, then whether we are creating a sales order or we are creating a purchase order, our document will go on block. So after configurations, all required configurations, we need to maintain master data. As a part of master data, only we need to maintain all countries which are part of embargo. So business will be giving us those list of countries. Let's say they are giving some 10, 15 countries, and they will say, please maintain all those countries. And once we will maintain those countries as a part of embargo master data, then if our user, any of the user is trying to create a sales order or purchase order based on that country or departure or destination, system will block our document. It won't allow us to proceed. It won't allow us to create a follow-on document until unless we intervene in that document. We review that document. Why that document is blocked. So this is the beauty of SAP GTS system, that if any document is blocked due to any reason, always we need manual intervention. So every time we will be getting an email, let's say from business side. So we are a consultant, but we are not. But from business side, respective persons like trade compliance manager or some customs manager, whatever it is. So they will be receiving an email that this particular document is blocked, this particular business partner is blocked. So they will go to the system, they will check, they will review why it is blocked. If they find that yes, this should not be part of embargo or this should not be part of SPL, so what they will do? They will release it. So this is embargo. Now coming to second, that is sanction party list screening. So see, this is broader area, right? Like if we are exporting something, so first we think in which country we will be exporting. So we will be exporting to, let's say, country US. So very first time, whenever we create any document in ECC, first service which is activated is embargo. This is again very important. So please remember, so that someone can ask that when we create a document in ECC and associated customs document gets created in GTS, then what are the sequences of compliance management services? So what are the sequences? First, which service should be activated? So first, it will be embargo. It means very first time system will screen document will be screened against embargo service. Then second, it will be sanction party list screening. And third, it will be legal control. So embargo be understood that it is a country whom we cannot trade. Similarly, what is SPL? SPL is nothing but organizations or individuals with whom we cannot trade. Again, due to any reason, might be that organization is really is due to some reason that due to any terrorist organization or any because of any reason, I can say. If customs authority says that we cannot pay this so and so persons or so and so organization, then we if we create a sales document in ECC or if we create a purchase order for import in ECC, then our business partners will be screened against SPL. Now the question is, how do we know that which who are the sanction party list? So this is general term, sanctioned. Sanction means blocked or denied, with whom means they are banned due to some reason. So if it means any organization or any person who are banned, so usually it's United Nations who first they publish that they declare that yes, we cannot trade with so and so. I mean, you cannot trade with so and so organization or so and so persons. So in different countries, there are different government agencies who publishes these list of SPL. So like Department of State in US, they are responsible to publish the list of terrorist organization. Similarly, there is one more department, I think Department of Commerce, I don't remember. So it's a Department of Commerce who publishes the list of blocked members, blocked organizations. So we have many data providers in the market. So they are into this only. So what they do, they collect data from different countries, from where they can collect data. So they combine data, and then after combining the data, then they are sending those particular data to respective companies. So let's say our client. So our client, there will be agreement between our client and data provider. So based on that agreement, every time our data provider would be sending that SPL list to us. And once they will sending data, so in GTS we need to upload. So either we can maintain manually in GTS system or we can upload in XML file. Once we will upload or once we will maintain, then what happens? So before creating a document itself, first it will be business partner, because by using initial transfer of master data or by using change pointers, our business partners gets transferred to GTS. Once the business partner will be transferred to GTS based on settings, those business partners will be screened against SPL list. And based on our configuration, if system find match, let's say we have declared some 80%, 90% as a threshold percentage. If system finds that much of match, then what it does? It block the particular business partner. And again, if any business partner is blocked, then our authorized person will be notified why this particular business partner is blocked. So they can review and they can take action. Might be they can release in the GTS system, or if they are sure that yes, this should be a part of blocked member. I mean, we cannot tell this one so person, one so organization. Then they will confirm block that yes, we cannot read it. So this is SPL list. So I'll show you in the system also. Then after the first embargo, then SPL. Once system performs SPL service, then third is legal control. So till first and second, till embargo and SPL, we talked about customers. Customers should not be located in a country which is part of embargo. Customer or vendor should not be located in a country, or customer or vendor should not be part of SPL. So in these two application areas, we discuss about customers or vendors. But when it comes to legal control, then here we talk about material. That is in GTS we call it as a customs product. We talked about material. And what we talk about? We talked about license. Because in general, even if we start any business in any country, let's say in India, my plan is to start one company first. I need a license from the respective authorities. Similarly, for import and export also, we need a license. And why license is needed? We discussed yesterday. The customs authorities must know that what kind of product it is. So there are many reasons. Many reasons means like license is determined based on many parameters. That who is the customer, what he will do with this product, that is end use of the product. Then in which country that product is uh, going. So there are many parameters like country of departure, country of destination, so many things we consider. Apart from, we also consider one more thing, product classification. So before going into, let me tell one more thing. So in short, I can say that any product which is of dual use, from the GTS point of view, if any product which is of dual use, or in other words, any products which are controlled, then we need a license. Then what is the meaning of dual use or control? Means what? So let's say any product, A, B, C, D, any product, if we can use those product in, like, let's say commercial purpose, or even if we can use those product in military purpose, then those products are called dual use. So any product which is of dual use or controlled, we need a license from our customs authorities. This is the main reason for license determination. So even though it's not only tangible product, let's say software, we are developing some software. In India, we develop one software. So if we can use this software for our, let's say, some military purpose as well, then we need a license for software as well. Let's discuss one more example. So I developed one software in India. I know everything about that software. Okay, in India I developed. So tomorrow I have a seminar and I need to go to some other country, let's say UK. So I visited UK, and without any permission, if I explained about my software, my product, then again we are not compliant. For that also we need a license. So any product in the world which is controlled, we need a license. So now the question is how we can decide whether this product which we are dealing with is dual use or controlled or not. Then for that we have a website. Then all the products. So I'll show you that website. Let me go to Google. commerce control list. So you can say this is a commerce control list. So commerce control list. So in fact, there are two terminologies. One is ECCN, export control classification number, and another one is import control classification number, ICCN. So if we are exporting, then we need a ECCN number, and if we are importing, we need ICCN number, import control classification number. So what is ECCN or ICCN? So any product which comes under commerce control list. Please remember, any products which are coming under commerce control list, they are part of license. We need a license for those products. Now here you can see that it start with 0, from 0 up to 9. So they have already declared that any products which falls under these numbers, then we need a license for those products. Let's say we are dealing with some electronic product. So electronic product means that is coming under 3. Then 3 means electronic, but what product? Let's say some laptop. Then it will come material. Or if it is some other things like some components or some equipment, it will be A. So in fact, any ECCN number or ECCN number, these two particular numbers are called classification number from the compliance management side. So ECCN number is for export purpose, ICCN is for import purpose. So if we are exporting any product, our product must be classified with ECCN number. So ECCN is always 5 digits classification number. Always. This is mandatory. So what will be structure? Structure would be, let's say 3, because we are dealing with some electronic product. 3A001. So this will be 5 digits, 5 characters, alphanumeric key. This will be ECCN number. ECCN means export control classification number. So what is 3A001? So how we classify? So we classify based on this only. So 3 means electronic. So first character 3 is called product category. Please remember. Then second digit. So 3 is called product category. Second digit A is called product class. And last 3 digit, that is 001, is called export control classification number or export number or even reason for control. So it means the structure of ECCN number is divided into this structure: product category, product class, and then ECCN number. And how we do that? So to classify our products, first we need to receive these classifications from our data providers again. So they will be sending us data, product classification. So first we need to upload that classification into GTS system. Once we upload classification, then only we need to classify manually. We will be classifying all our products. So let's say we are dealing with some 10,000 of product, and then we will be classifying our products with these classification numbers. So if my product is, let's say, M1, so M1 will be classified with, let's say, 3A001. We have another product, let's say M2. So this M2, it will be classified with, let's say, 3A002 based on their product class and product category. So customs authority that does not know M1, M2, M3. They don't know at all. They are not going to check your shipment, but they know these classifications. If they see that okay, the classification number is 3A001, then they can identify, oh, this is this product or this is this product. So overall, ECCN number or ICCN number is most important parameter in determining license. So generally, export license gets determined based on the combination of country of departure. Yes, country of departure. So with the help of country of departure, there is one term in GTS, we call it as a legal regulation. Legal regulation. So with the help of country of departure, system finds legal regulation. Then country of destination. That is, suppose, let's say we are exporting to country UK or US. So it will consider, so legal regulation. Then second, country of destination. Then third, it will check, system will check whether your product is classified or not. If product is not classified, then system will not be able to determine license type. So let's say we have license type. So in legal control, we based on legal requirement, we will have many license types. We can have general license, we can have validated license, and that will be given by business. They know it very well. So they will be telling us, okay, define general license or validated license or whatever it is. So how system determines that, how to find that license type? Let's say we are using one LC1 and the one is LC2. So first system will check these combinations. System will check legal regulation plus country of destination plus whether product is classified or not. If system finds those values, then it will be able to determine license type LC1. It will find our license type LC1. Once it finds license type LC1, then it will go to again legal control master data and will check whether we have maintained license number or not. That is license record, you can say. So the actual license number which will be provided by customs authorities. So in order, so once we get license type, then we need to apply for license number. Once we get license number, then we need to maintain those particular license number into GTS system. So once we maintain license number, then system will be able to determine the license. And once it's find the license, like let's say 12345 XYZ, this is number. So one system is able to find this particular license number, what it will do? It will assign to our particular document, customs document. And if system finds license, then it means our document will no longer block due to legal control. This is general process of product classification. So I'll show you in the system as well. Before that, I have one question. Please repeat this ECCN product classification. Is it in ECC master data or maintained only in GTS? So if we are using GTS system, then we don't use GTS ECC system. In ECC system also we have product classification that comes under foreign trade. And since we are using GTS, of course, we won't be using foreign trade customs. So we always maintain product classification in GTS. We don't perform in ECC side. So let me again explain ECCN. What is ECCN? ECCN is export control classification number. So any product which comes under ECCN number, then we can say that we need a license for that so and so product. So what is ECCN? ECCN is 5 digits alphanumerical numbers, which is provided by customs authorities. So let's say I give number 3A001. So this is a ECCN number. And the structure of ECCN number or structure of any product classification will have a unique structure. So like in case of ECCN number, first digit belongs to product category. First digit belongs to product category. Second digit A belongs to product class. So product category means what? Product category means either nuclear or miscellaneous or electronics or computers or telecommunication or sensors or whatever. These particular things are called product categories, commerce control list categories. And then second digit A is called product class. Product class means this product, system, equipments or components or material, software, technology. So this is product class. So we will be always will be using starting from 0 up to 9. We don't have any other number. Product category will always will be of only one digit. So if it is 0, then we can say it is a nuclear specific product. If it is 5 part 2, it is information security something. If it is 6, then we can understand that is sensor related product or laser related product. And then A means product class. And then last 3 digits 001, 002, 003, those 3 numbers are called actual license number. I mean, yes, that is export control number. So once we combine all these 3 categories, product category, product class, and ECN number, then only it combines and generates a classification, export control classification. So in GTS system, just we need to define a structure that ECN number should be of only 5 characters. And once we define structure, then we will be receiving all ECCN number from the data providers. Because how do we know, or even how business knows that this product should be classified with so and so number? It's very, very difficult, right? And even we can know for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products, but since we have n number of products, then how do we know that we need this particular ECCN number? And let's say if we by mistake, if we are maintaining manually, and by mistake, instead of 3A001, we classified with 3A002. It means what? It means that legal regulation will be okay, country of destination will be okay, even product will also be classified, products also classified, but it is classified with wrong ECCN number. So it means that again it will be blocked, or if somewhere it will be a big issue for us. So to avoid that, we collect data from data providers, and then we upload data into GTS system. And once we upload, then we classify all our products with these ECCN number. And then based on our configurations, we need to maintain master data. Like as I told you, export license is determined based on the combination of legal regulation plus country of destination, country of destination plus ECCN number. Then if this is the combination, then system will determine so many license type. Since we have many license type, let's say we have two licenses, LC1, LC2, but we have only one combination. So how system knows that in which case we need to find which license type? So we need to maintain this as a actual data, as a part of master data. So what we decide is how we maintain is, if my legal regulation is, let's say, ABC plus, if my country of destination is, let's say, US plus, if my product is classified with 3A001, find license type LC. Similarly, if my legal regulation is ABC plus, if my country of destination is US, if my product classification is 3A004, then determine license type LC. So in this way, we need to maintain master data in GTS system. So when we create a transaction in ECC, first it will create a customs document, and then from customs document, it will find legal regulation. And once it will find the legal regulation, then from ship to party, it will find country of destination. And then it will find product, whether product is classified or not. If system finds the values, then it, based on those values, it will determine actual license type. Once system finds license type, then it will find whether license is maintained for this license type or not. If we have maintained license for this license type, that particular license number, let's say ABC1234, this is a license number which we receive from the customs authorities, system will determine this particular license number to our customs. This is overall process of license. So another question, if a material is valid for both export and import, how does this be maintained? As I told you, for import, we need ICCN number, import control classification number. And for export, we need export control classification number. So this I told about export process. So in export case, system will determine legal regulation plus country of destination plus ECCN number. Similarly, in case of import, it will be legal regulation plus country of departure and plus ICCN. Based on that, it will determine license type, and then it will find whether license is maintained or not. This is for export. Then some Shreyas is asking, HS code will determine it. So HS code is also one of the product classification. So product classification is what? Product classification. Product classification is something classifying our products by assigning legal code, by assigning a legal code. So this is your legal code. So when it comes to compliance management, there are only two types of classifications. One is ICCN, that is import control classification number, and another one is ECCN number, that is export control classification number. Only two classification we are using, and why we are using? To find our license. But when in customs management, again we have many types of product classification. We have tariff code, we have commodity code, we have tariff code, we have some other CAP code, we have some FDO code. So those are different, but concept are similar. Whatever concept we discuss here, same concept were in customs management also, but structure will be different. So for ECCN or ECCN, structure is product category, product class, and then ECCN number. But when it comes to customs management, then it will be different. So that HS code is divided between our chapter ID. First two digit is called chapter ID, and the two digit is called subheading. Last two digit is called subheading, heading, subheading. So again, we have some meaning of those classifications number. So that will be common. So usually our tariff code is of 6 digits characters, only 6 digits characters now. And based on country to country requirement, we can add, because in India we are using same when we are using a mobile phone Apple. So might be to classify Apple in India, we will be using some 10 digits code. But first 6 digits will be common. That is, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be common. But same product, once it will go to US, so first 6 digits again it will be common. But another 4 digit or three, these are 2 digits based on their requirement, that will be different. So first 6 digits is always common, and which is decided by World Customs Organization. So they have developed this code, which is called the HS code, Harmonized System Code. That is the base for classifying all our products for tariff code, commodity code, PO code, or what it is. Then the question,
Trademark trademark number has to be mentioned in the legal uh, right, the product when you are licensing, you are importing or exporting some product, you have to
no,
mention the trademark also, right? Trademark number.
no, no,
You
not
got it?
yet. We don't bother, no, no, we don't bother about that trademark. Just we need
Okay.
license number. Might be trademark can be license number, might be,
Hmm.
but it is business. Who will give that number? Anyway, master data is their job only, but as a part of cutter
Hmm.
activities, we are responsible very first time. We will maintain license number, and we'll ask them, please provide us license number so that we can maintain license number. And whatever number
Okay.
it is, they will be giving that number.
Okay.
So apart from those license type, like as we discussed, general license, validated license, X license, Y license, whatever it is, we are also using value license and quantity license. What value license is that we will be receiving license only up to that quantity. We cannot export or import beyond to that quantities. If we receive a license for 100 quantities, that we can, by using that license, we can only export or import 100 quantities. That is called quantity license. Similarly, value license. So suppose we got some thousands of dollars license. So it means once value will reach $1,000, system will be able to determine license value. That also we are using.
Vindhyachal sir, what is exactly legal regulation? Means, is it related to legal unit, means plant?
Legal regulation is the main controlling parameters of GTS system, I can say. It is the heart of SAP GTS. With the help of legal regulation, only system controls each and every application areas of SAP GTS. Like if you are exporting something, then we need to follow rules and regulations. If you are importing something, then again we need to follow rules and regulations. But based on what we are following rules and regulations, it is legal regulations. So very first time, system finds a legal regulation, actual legal regulation. Then only it can perform any of the application areas. That I didn't cover in thoroughly, because if I cover, it will take minimum 35 or 30 to 40 minutes, or even 1 hour also it can take. But in short, I can say legal regulation is the central control element which controls all the application areas of SAP GTS.
And where,
No,
so
is there any?
in the master data only do we configure this? Means in the starting prerequisites only do we configure it?
No, I'll show you. So that comes under
No,
general
it's,
cities.
no, it's like one more question, Tiwari. Is there any special regulation for this country to country? Like, let's government of India is importing some of the products from the US. Is there any special category of legal control or same rules for this regular product?
No, it depends. It will vary based on product to product. Let's say, so your question is different, and Nisha's question is different. He's asking about legal regulation, and you are asking
Yeah,
your question is from legal control. So let's say,
correct.
let me give answer
Hmm.
of your question. Let's say you are exporting or importing some general items, like let's say food items. So generally for food items we don't require any license, or you are dealing with some general like any electronic products or any product, for that we need license. But let's say you are exporting or importing some kind of dangerous product, then of course you need a special license for that. So that will vary from product to product.
Less blasting products kind of thing. We have a building blasters and mining blasters kind of product, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So when we get this a tax in the tax relaxation, means
That is different part, sir. That is different part.
means a zero tax of the custom duty. Which license that we determine and how it is works.
That is trade preference management. So here you can see this is a legal regulation. Legal regulation.
Okay.
So first activity, 3-step configuration. First define legal regulation, then define determination procedure for active legal regulations and activate legal regulations based on country or country group.
Okay. So
So
we
in general,
activate this.
yes. So in general, for SPL, the standard legal regulation is SPL US. For embargo, the standard legal regulation is EMBUN. For license, always I forget. I don't remember. I don't remember the standard. Okay. Then this is for the compliance. As far as custom management is concerned, we will have at least one legal regulation per country. So this you remember, SPL US for SPL, EMBUN for embargo, for license, something I don't remember as of now. But when it comes to customs management, for each and every country will have one legal regulation. Let's say for India, so any legal regulation which start with CUS, then you can understand that this particular legal regulation belongs to customs management, not compliance management, like CUSIN, Customs India. Then CUSGB, it means Great Britain, that is UK legal regulation. Then CUSNL, Netherlands legal regulation. CUSBE, whatever it is, this is legal regulation. So very first time, so this is only controlling area for all, each and every application areas of SAP GTS system.
Nishida, can you please go on mute?
The voice is not clear, and I think there is huge background noise.
Yeah.
What we're saying?
Disturbance, someone is unmuted. That's what I was saying.
Tiwari, what is the difference between tariff code and commodity code? Is both same?
No. So that comes under customs management. If we are importing something, your imported product should be classified with tariff code. If you are exporting something, your product should be classified with commodity code. But this is common term. Tariff code is for import, customs code is for export. But again, country to country, name is different. Like if you talk about US, so any product which is which we are exporting, then as you know, it should be classified with commodity. But in US, we call it as a Schedule B number. That is of 10-digit characters now. Similarly, in US, if you are importing something, your product should be classified with HTS code, Harmonized Tariff Schedule code. Similarly, if you go to UK, for import purpose, we call it as a TARI code. And for export purpose, we use CN code, Combined Nomenclature code. So in each and every country, we have different names, but base is same. I mean, first 6 digit would be common, which is decided by World Customs Organization, and base is HS code. Hope it is clear.
Yeah, Vindhyachal, just one question. So you said like the license type will be determined by legal regulation, country of destination, and ECC and ICCN number.
Yeah.
So, say for an example, a license type LC1 is determined. Now, the government will give us some license number. So, how we will map this license type number with the license number which government has given, and
I'll come
will
to
we
that.
also transfer that to
I'll come to that
ECC?
point. Yeah, I'll come to
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Just
Thank
give me
you.
5 minutes. Still, we have
One
not
more
discussed system.
one more question. Will we not use the control class in the license determination strategy?
What is control class?
I think the classification when you're classifying your product.
So which classification you are using for export?
No. First
No,
of all,
I'm asking you. You told control class. So what is control class? You told classification. Which classification we are using? We are using
no.
ECCN, right?
Yes. For ECC.
No, Karthik, don't get confused. So
Instead of
no, listen.
pardon?
So we are using ECCN for export, ICCN for import. So in determination strategy, we are not seeing ECCN or ICCN. Instead, we are using control class. That
Yes.
is in your export case, that will be ECCN. In your import case, that will be your ICCN.
Yes.
So then what is the question?
No. Since I have not heard that since you explained in the form of ECCN and ICCN, so I thought control class may be an option. So
Okay.
that's
No.
why.
So control class is nothing but ECCN or ICCN. That's all. Like if we are exporting, then as you know, for export purpose, we need ECCN. So it means your control class in GTS. If you are importing, you know ICCN. Then in GTS, it will be again control class. Because in determination strategy, we don't use ECCN or ICCN. We are using control class. Clear?
Agreed.
You still have
Uh,
question, then let me know.
Vindhyachal, one basic question.
Vindhyachal. My name is Vindhyachal.
Vindhyachal, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, Vindhyachal. So, this ECCN exemption certificate number has any relationship with the control code in the material master maintained?
Control code, classification code you mean to say in material master?
In material master, under the foreign trade export or import, you have commodity code number or control code number, right? Is this legal
You only
control
told the
is
answer.
standalone?
You only told the answer. You told in foreign
No,
trade you are seeing commodity code or tariff code. It means that
yeah.
that is not ECCN. In customs
Okay. Legal
management, once we
control
classify
stands
all
for.
our product,
Okay.
yeah. So in customs management, we need to classify all our product with tariff code and commodity code, and from
Okay.
GTS we will be retransferring that code to ECC, and then it will be automatically that will be assigned. We have one state master data, and it will be classified automatically.
Okay.
So that will be that is a commodity code which you see in material master foreign trade type. That is a commodity code.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Clear?
Yeah. Clear.
Okay. Now if you go to SPL, in SPL, go to master data. Here we are maintaining SPL manually. So while maintaining, we need to say legal regulation, then list type. So list type is your actual, I can say as sanction party list. Suppose we have some 10 lists. One is the list of terrorist organization, one is the list of blocked member, or one is the list of some blocked some due to some other reason. So based on that, we'll have list type. So we need to define as part of configuration. Then we maintain. So let's say if I say so this is for manual. Now here you can see who's your data provider, SPL number, and here you will be giving name of that particular blocked organization or blocked individual. So validity, and then once we save, we are good. So if our ECC business partner name or address matches with this detail, here see name, care of, ID card number, issuing country, passport number, reference type, and then here street. So if this name and address matches with your business partner in ECC, then based on your threshold percentage, that particular business partner will be blocked. It will block. So this we are maintaining manually. But as we discussed, manually is not possible. So we always upload SPL from XML file. So we receive data from our service from a data provider, and then again legal regulation, list type, and which data provider. And here we have path. So front end means our local desktop, app server means our AM11, our application server. We upload automatically. We upload, and then automatically all SPL data will be uploaded on GTS. So this for SPL. So apart from, we also have so many master data configurations. You can go through all these things. Then under logistic tab, we have SPL type. So we have many SPL type like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2, S1, S2, S3, and O3. 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 3, 9, 10. 10 types of SPL type we have. First, this one is A1. This is A2. This complete is B1, B2. This is O3. This is C1, C2. This is S1, S2, S3. So based on our requirement, these SPL type will be working, and our business partner will be screened against our SPL list. So this is SPL. Similarly, if I go to legal control export, let me show you embargo. So we maintain embargo in this country specific information. Let's say Somalia. Execute this. So first we need to enter. Once we enter, we'll save this. Then again we'll double click this, and then here it will display values. So you can say Somalia. Embargo is not checked. It means Somalia is not part of embargo. Then 1190, this is validity. Okay. But suppose your business says that Somalia should be part of embargo. What we need to do is we'll click on append row, and then we activate embargo, and then we'll give this date. Now, once we save this, if our user create a sales order or even purchase order, and if country of departure or country of destination is Somalia, now this is embargo. So now system, what it will do? It will block your transaction. It won't allow you to proceed further. This is for embargo master data. Coming to license. So this is for legal control export. This is for export license. Legal control import. This is for import license. If we click on legal control export, here we have reporting, display block documents. Any document is blocked due to legal control, display block payment. It means we also screen payment. Okay. So here we have this for anyway embargo, but here we have determination strategy. So first we need to maintain determination strategy as a part of configuration. That what combination we are taking. Like as I told you, we discussed three parameters: legal regulation plus country of destination plus ECCN number. So this is ideal situation. Like in an interview, of if anyone is asking that how export license gets determined, your answer would be based on legal regulation plus country of destination plus product is classified with ECCN or not. Then based on these three combination, it will find license type. And if we have maintained license for that particular license type, it will determine license type. Answer is done. But based on business to business requirement, we can change the determination strategy. That is parameters. So like if I go to this legal regulation, so actually this I used for my previous batch. So let me use some other. Unable to find definition for legal SQL. I think we have removed it. Oh, sorry. Now see, VSPL is for SPL. For license, we'll have another legal regulation. That's what I did. So this is my legal regulation. And here business will be maintaining this particular data because this is very, very critical. Okay. So anyway, this is master data, and master data is done by business. And yes, as a part of cutover, we are responsible, but very carefully. We should not do a single mistake. Otherwise, that will be very big problem. Once it will be, because since we are maintaining in production system, if system determines a wrong license, there can be huge loss to business. So usually it takes some time, some 30 seconds, 1 minute, then it will be more correct to you. So based on this determination strategy, again, this is very important question for an interview. What is determination strategy in a legal control? So with the help of determination strategy, only we determine what license type needs to be triggered. So once we maintain as a part of configurations, then we need to maintain actual value. So how we can maintain actual values? So I also took combination of legal regulation plus country of destination plus ECCN number plus license type. But based on configuration, these combination will vary. But how to maintain master data? If my legal regulation is LEGLR, select this. If my country of destination is, let's say, 80, Austria. If my product, the product which we are selling, if my product is classified with number 5A001, find license type LC. And then click on apply selection. Once you click on apply selection, then system will create one entry here. It created one entry here. And then we'll save it. So once determination strategy is done, then what? So based on determination strategy, system will find license type. Then it will go and it will check whether license is maintained or not. So we maintain license here, maintain export license. So this is for create, then change, display. I have already created. So if my legal regulation is LEGLR, if my license type is LC2, then let me check if something is maintained. Let's say, let me select this first one, enter. This I have maintained. Now this is actual master record, actual license number. So this is legal regulation. This is license type. This is import export license, and this is external number. And again, most of us always get confused that what is license number, whether this is license number or this is license number. If you see suddenly, then you will say, okay, this is my license number, right? 200000806. But that is wrong. This is the license, export import license. This is number based on our number range. That as of now we have created 806 licenses in this system. But actual license which we receive from customs authorities, we maintain over here. So this is our actual license number. Then we need to provide validity, valid from, valid to date. And then license created, license active, license rejected. So first we need to activate this. Unless we activate, this license won't be activated. Click on activate and then save it. Once we save, system will be able to find license automatically. So let me save this. So if system finds legal regulation LEGLR, if country of destination is Australia, if my product is classified with 5A001, then license type LC2 will be determined, and then it will find whether license is maintained or not. So here, yes, it is maintained, and this is validity, and this is also active. Then it will determine this license number will be assigned to your customs document. So you are good with legal control. So this was about your legal control. So Nishtha, I believe your question is answered.
Yes, Vindhyachal. So thank you for that. So this external number is the license number which we have received from the government, and we need to map it here manually.
Yes.
And when we click on this
manually we need to maintain.
Yeah. So when we click on that license active, will this license get activated in MM03 under legal control license tab also?
No. Don't talk about MM03. That is gone case. license would be activated. I mean, one system will find the license type LC2, then it will check whether LC2 is for LC2 we have maintained license or not. Then it will come over here and it will find.
Okay. But how this license will get transferred from GTS to ECC?
So by RFC only, customs document. Anyway, in ECC, if we want to transfer, then yes, we need to do some kind of logic in our body. But I mean, I'm talking about particular license number. Okay, but usually we don't need license number in ECC. We don't need.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So let's do one thing.
No
Then
question.
with this our compliance system. Yes, please.
Yeah. So when validity period gets expired, the status of the license should be license expired always.
Yes. Then we need to deactivate that. We need to change the status from license active to license expired.
Manually.
Or even manually, or even we can extend also. I mean,
Okay.
this
Okay.
is this is based on license. I mean, if we are getting license for a period of 1 year, 2 year, or 1 month, 2 months, accordingly we can take action. But yes, if suppose that is validity is over, then yes, that license will be expired.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Financial one question. So this import export license, that two series number which you have shown, will we see that in our customs document?
No, XYZ. That license XYZ 123 that number.
That number we will see in our customs document. So that two series number which is generated from the number ranges, that we will not see
That is
anywhere.
for internal purpose. Yeah, that is for internal purpose.
Okay.
There is no
Okay.
use of that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Let's take in sales order. I'm putting sales order. And see, here I explained you export part. In import side also same will be applicable. No difference. Only difference is instead of country or departure, instead of country of destination, it will consider country of destination. And then instead of ECCN, it will consider ICCN. And everything will remain as it is. So this is my sales order number. Let me check if it is completed. It's complete. Let's save this. Oh, great. In a single sales order number, we got answer for all application areas. Embargo check, blocked. SPL, blocked. Legal control, blocked. Let's see why. Just give me 1 minute. I'll be back. Sorry.
Yeah, hi Vindhyachal. I have one question. sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, when it is regarding the external number, this license number which is generated, which is given by the government, we successfully generated, we activated that. But how GTS system will come to know that this is for which material we have to activate? Because you said like in the strategy, it is legal regulation, country of destination, and ECCN. Okay, so ECCN
Honestly speaking, you know the answer, and you told the answer itself.
means
What is the
ECCN number?
yeah. So anyway,
No.
these will be different, but product must be classified with this number. If your product is classified with this, then license system will determine license type.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So this is our material number 3A001. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, not material number, product classification. But we need to classify our product in GTS. That I haven't shown you. But once we receive classification number, then we need to classify each and every product.
Okay.
So let's go to GTS area menu, SPL scheme. Then we'll go to display all documents. Let's go to log directly. Check item number 10. Okay. See, first is embargo. Second is SPL. And third is legal control. This is the sequence always. So first embargo is also blocked. Why is it blocked? So we all know that if my country of destination is part of embargo, right? Then let's see. This legal regulation system found EMBUN. Okay, that is correct. Run embargo check. And embargo check partner this, partner wrote this. And an embargo has been imposed on China. It means our customer belongs to China and China is a part of embargo. So let's check. GTS area menu, legal control export, maintain country specific informations, enter China. So here it's embargo. Now we want to remove. Go to append row and then save. Now we have removed. Now China is not part of embargo. So again, go back. First, we need to refresh the document. So how to refresh? By using recheck document. So recheck. You can use display log as well. Now you see embargo has been released because we already removed embargo from China. Now second bit is SPL. Why SPL is not? Go back. We'll go to again display all documents. So now document is no longer embargo block. We have SPL. Then we have legal regulation SPL system determine legal regulation SPL perform SPL screening. This is all our partners, business partners, AG, AIE, all should be party, pair. Since all are same, it means the address of our these customers belongs to boycott list. That is SPL list. So in fact, what once we all document will be blocked, then our any authorized person will be notified. So what he can do is, so we can again go to display document. Here also we can see. So here it is our reference number. We'll execute it. And then he will check here, display block document. And he will validate why this document is blocked. He knows that is because this is due to SPL. So what he will do is first he will analyze all those things. We will go to here, start as well screening. So actually this system is not functioning properly for particular this option. So by using this icon, your authorized person will validate, he will analyze. And after his analysis, what he will do, if he thinks that no, this document should not be SPL blocked, so he can use this option to release the document manually. It's taking time. I can cancel this. SPL screening, just block documents. So after his analysis, what he can do, he has to release the document. In case if he thinks that no, this business partner should not be blocked, this should not be blocked due to SPL. So select this and then we'll click this option. This is for confirm block. So in fact, once we go to this option, start SPL screening, in that page only we'll have one green flag. And by using that green flag, what he'll do, he can release the block document. So this confirm block means, suppose if he says that this document should be part of confirm block, then he can confirm that yes, this should be blocked. I don't know whether page will come or not. But usually this is the process. He will select this line item, he will go to this icon, SPL screening, and then in that page we will have three boxes. Down two boxes, left and right, comparison will be there. Name has been there is a match with name. There is a you can see here. So you can see here. So this is detail for partners SPL list. So this system is having some issue, but this detail shows our complete details for partners sanction party list entry, and here detailed analysis for sanction party list entry. So here your business part, your BP original document, and what is the search term, what has been matched, and then minimum match rate percentage. So if system finds that this crosses the threshold percentage, and definitely in this case this has been crossed, so what he will do, so because of that system has blocked BPSPO. But let's say after analysis, if compliance manager thinks that no, this should not be part of block, then by using this release, he will release the document. So anyway, this is already released. So our is SPL US. So select this and then click on release. Once he will release them, so this, as I told you, this is having some issue, but in real time, we'll select this and he'll click on release. Once he will release, then it will ask, based on one step configuration, it will ask why you want to release. We need to give reason and comment, and then we can release the particular document. Once he will release the document, then this particular document will be removed from blocked list, and it will then users are good to create subsequent documents. This is for SPL screening. So as I told you, there is some issue with this system. Then this is for audit trail, right? Results of SPL check to database. If we say yes, then this is for audit. So for that also we have one step configuration for audit trail, and for that system is writing audit. That why SPL, why document was blocked, if someone released, why he released, so all those things can be done. Okay. Now last is license. Let's see license. Check legal regulation LEGLR, that is okay. Run import export license type determination, that is not okay. Now we have two determination strategy. One is country to control class level, and the one is country level. Let's check one by one what this is. Your product has not been fully classified for legal control. So this is product classification, and this is the answer of your question. So if product is not classified, because of that reason, system did not find determination strategy, and since system did not find license type, now this particular document is blocked. One reason, and the reason is no import export license type found for determination procedure CD05. We have taken two determination strategies. Because of that reason, system is showing system found both the errors, and for that reason our document is on legal control block. So first what we need to do is we need to classify our product RE01. So how to classify that I'll show you. Go to GTS area menu, classification master data, maintain products. First, we need to specify our logical system group. So this is our logical system group and product number. Product number is RA01, which we have used in our EC system. Execute it. If you execute, it will display so many entries because this product, we can use in many legal regulations. So many legal regulations because of that. But what legal regulation we are using, we can specify here, and then we can execute. And it will show only one error, only one entry. Now you can see this is red. Why it is red? Because product is not fully classified. So how to classify? Export list number. Go to this option, find binocular option, and then just click on this. It will take us to our structure, what we have defined. So here we have defined already as a part of master data. So click on 5, double click. Then open this 5. Again open this 5 or double click that. System, see, it's automatically turned into green. It means our product is classified with 5A001. You save it. Once you save it, then I hope we should not have this error. Let's see. So first we will recheck the document. So let's go directly to legal control paper. Recheck document. Document is recheck has been performed. Now let's go back. Again, we can see existing document or block document. This is our document number. Now see that error has gone. Now it's not asking for product classification because we have already classified our product. Now it is looking for actual license number. So system found license type LC1, but could not find any import export licenses. And here also we will have same case. So let's take only one as an example. So what we'll do is we'll go to maintain export license. Let's check if license is maintained. So it's talking about LC1, and then okay, so 3 entries are available. I think this one last. Let's use this. See, license is not activated. This license is under validity, but it's not activated. It's just created. Let's activate this. Save this. We have saved. Then go back. Again, we need to recheck the documents. Once we recheck document, those changes would be applicable, and then we'll see. We'll go to again existing document. See, legal control is released because system found license number. Check object LGLC1, that is okay. Possible import export license type have been determined. Check import export license type LC1. This is the licensing number, and this is internal number and system found license. So what would be changed in customs document? Then we go to customs document. So we can see this particular license number to this specific customs document. Go to item details. legal control data tab. Here we can see our particular license number. See, this is a license legal regulation that is happening, and this is a license number. Okay. Today, created on 6th of September. So this is your legal control. Now question.
Sir, in ECC or in S4, can we find which license number is assigned to a sales order or delivery document? Or we have to go in GTS system only?
In ECC, I'm not sure. No. License type anyway, we cannot see in standard.
Okay, we
I
cannot,
don't
yeah.
have.
Okay. Means we have to build a custom code. Yeah. And how can we find the same in GTS, means the tables which we can refer?
Yeah, we have one table. I don't remember the table name. Some that I'm missing. In that table, we can find against document by system. We have one specific table start with SAP SLL only, but I don't remember that table name.
Okay.
LG, LC1, something is there. I don't see. You can check. You can find it.
Yeah, when
So
that's
with this, our compliance management is over.
yeah, when you were doing product classification, fully product classification for that RA01, you were showing that 2 and 2A. What was that 2 and 2A? I didn't get that.
No, that is your ECCN number. That I didn't show you. First, we need to maintain those ECCN number. Once we maintain or upload, automatically those values will be available over there.
Okay.
Any other question? Now let's start with customs management. I hope it's not slide. So customs is completely, concept. We need to understand the process.
Bindu, you'll be provided any configuration documents
From?
any configurations you
Sorry,
provide?
I didn't get you, sir. I mean today.
You provide any configuration documents, step-by-step configuration documents or complex?
I need to check. But in help.sap.com, you have documents. You can check documents. Now customs management overview. So compliance management we understood. As part of compliance management, we need to be compliant with rules regulations of customs authorities. But when it comes to customs management, then one thing we understood yesterday is that when goods are crossing border, then only customs management comes into picture. Now please look at my screen. Let's say this we have taken an example. This is for export process. So this is a business process. Let's say here we have our own factory. From here we are selling goods. I mean our sales office. And then this is our border. And this is country Germany. In Germany, we are doing our operation. And let's say we are exporting to country US. So once goods will cross this border, then only we need customs management. Then only customs management comes into picture. So what is the process? Process is once we create a billing document. So in your EC system, once your document is blocked, and then you will create a delivery. After sales order, you will create delivery, and then you will create a billing document. Once you will create a billing document in GTS, that will create an export declaration automatically. And that export declaration you can see in here. We go to customs management, then export. So if we create a billing document, so billing document will create an export declaration automatically. So that export declaration we can see here under customs management, export, display operative cockpit here. So we need to give our billing document number over here. Document data in feeder system. Reference number will be our billing document. Or if we don't remember billing document, we have other parameters. Control destination or created on, created today, created this week, created in last 7 days, or date wise. By using this parameter, we can execute, and then system will display all export declaration. So in ECC, once we create the billing document, it will create a customs export declaration in GTS. So first what we need to do is, here we created customs export declaration. And once we create customs export declaration, then first we understood that we need to send this document, customs export declaration, to our customs authorities. Like we are in Germany, then we need to declare our shipment to German customs authorities, that is Atlas. So we need to send our document to customs authorities, that is Atlas. So first we'll send the first message, that is outbound message. They will validate, and as I told you that there will be middleware like C burger between our GTS and our custom system. So in the form of IDOC, that outbound message will go to customs authority system. Once they will receive, there might be based on our configuration, based on our setting, we will get a notification stating that they have received our document, and we get that notification within a couple of seconds or minute, I can say. And immediately again we'll get another response from the customs authorities in the form of inbound IDOC that document is accepted. Means the declaration is accepted. Once the declaration is accepted, then you see here, this is our export declaration. If I go to any of the export declaration, then this export declaration consists of each and every required values which need to be present to customs authorities. Each and every details. Like here we can see partners, all partners who are involved in this business, they will be part of this. Then under geographic tab, let me find some. So under geographic tab, we can see country of departure, country of destination, and then other required values we can see in this customs export declaration. Let me open any customs export declaration. I think this I was created yesterday. So partners, we can see all required partners, and then in geography tab, we can see from where to where shipment is moving. That is country of departure and country of destination. And then to China, we are moving the shipment. Then transportation, like what is the mode of transport? So transportation related details we will have. And then in item details, we can see this product description, gross weight, net weight, all these details we can see. So in fact, these details are automatically transferred from billing document. But still there are some documents which are not available in ECC. And since those documents are not coming from ECC, it means our field will remain blank. But we need to have data in those fields. Then only our document will be completed, and then only we can declare So for that purpose in GTS, we are using one terminology which is called default data processor. So with the help of default data processor, we create some data, required data, which are not coming from ECC, and those data are required to complete our export declaration. So after doing that, once document is complete, then we go to data details, communication tab. In communication tab, we will automatically system will create first outbound message. We'll select that outbound message and we'll send manually. Then via C-Burger, it will go to customs authorities, we'll get response. Once we get acceptance, then immediately we will have one print message which will be enabled. Then we'll select that print and we will take a print out. We can review that. After review, we can take a print out and then we can hand over it to our freight forwarders or drivers. So this is normal procedure. But here in customs, what is important is communication. Most important part of your customs management. Like if you go to SPRO, so what messages we need to send, what outbound message we need to send, what inbound messages we will be receiving. So that we need to configure as part of customs management. In customs management, communication process. In communication process, we have some 6 to 7 steps that we need to configure. Once we configure, then based on that configuration, system will trigger that particular message and we'll get response accordingly. Once we get response, then we are good. If suppose document gets rejected, it's get rejected by customs authorities, then again we can select that and we can check the log here. So in log, we can see why this particular export declaration is rejected. So it will display reason. Then again, we need to take corrective action, and again we need to send first outbound message. We need to refigure first outbound message. And same activities. First, it will go to customs. We'll get response. We'll get acceptance. Once we get acceptance, then we will take print out, and then we can close the document. So we have other messages also. We can close the document. So once close the document, once goods crosses the border, then we can close the document after final inbound message coming from customs authority system. So it means we are good with that particular export declaration. This is export process. Similarly, import case also, the only difference is we will be importing, and once we import, that time also we need to do same activities. But only difference is in case of import, these two tab, logistic costs, you can see here logistic costs, and at item level we have customs value. These two tab plays a major role. Customs value. This is customs value. Why? Because here system will calculate import duties based on our customs duty. We again need to configure customs duty in GTS. That is called duty framework. We will configure, and then based on that configuration, system will calculate import duties, and then we can understand that yes, I need to pay this much of import duties, and we'll pay that. We'll close the document, then we are good with import also. So once it comes to communication process, we need to configure for both the processes, import and export both. In export case, what messages we need to use. In import case, what messages we need to use. Each and everything needs to be configured over in communication process. So there are a lot more to discuss customs management. This is not, it takes usually, 5, 6, 7 days if you discuss thoroughly to complete customs management. So, but at high level, I explained the process, how we do the process.
For export, it is billing document. For customs, for import, what will be the document will be using?
Material document, GR. So yesterday we discussed that our material document GR creates a customs import declaration. I don't know where I kept that file. Yesterday folder. But yesterday we discussed that MM0C, with the help of MM0C, it will create import declaration. But yesterday I told one more thing, that with inbound delivery also we can create import declaration. That is called prior to GR, and the second one is called after GR. What is prior to GR? Prior to GR means purchase order, inbound delivery. Once you create an inbound delivery, system will create import declaration automatically in the GTS system. This is called import declaration creation prior to GR. So that also we can see here. If you go to customs management master data, so customs management import, then here you can see enter customs declaration after GR, and then here you can see enter declaration prior to GR. But how do you know? So please remember, in North American countries, legal requirement is we need to create prior to GR. Prior to GR means still you have not received your goods, but you need to declare your shipment that you are going to receive goods. After GR means after receiving goods physically, then only we can create import declaration, and that usually we do in European Union countries. So in European Union countries, we have both the options. Any of them we can use. But for North American countries or some Asia Pacific country, we need to create import declaration prior to GR. And that is legal requirement. Please remember. You cannot say that no, in US also I'll be creating import declaration after GR. Once I'll receive goods physically, then only. No, we cannot. Because that is their legal requirement. Any other question? No question? Yes, good point. Can we use proforma invoice for export declaration document instead of actual invoice? Yes. Depends on business to business. Some clients, what they are using proforma invoice for the export declaration creation purpose. So once we create outbound delivery document, then might be they can create proforma invoice before PGI, and they will create proforma invoice for the export declaration purpose. In that case, our actual invoice won't be able to transfer because only one document can be transferred to GTS, and we shall create customs export declaration. But some clients are using actual invoice for the creation of export declaration. Manoj is telling no, that is not correct. So we can use both the billing documents, proforma as well as.
No, we don't allow it.
But one
Questions
at a
from
time.
my end.
Oh, thank you so much. What if we change? What if you declare using proforma and then we have changes? Then again we need to cancel. I mean, cancel means your export declaration needs to be cancelled. So we can cancel our export declaration. So to cancel export declaration, you need to go to document, cancel, and here cancel. If you see cancel, so do you want to cancel export declaration? Say yes, that will be cancelled. Then only system, if you create another proforma invoice, then only system will create another export declaration. Until unless we cancel, it won't allow you to create another export declaration. Okay, so I believe no question in customs, but customs is a very broad area. If you really honestly, if you are discussing, it takes minimum 5 to 6 to 7 days to complete customs management. There are a lot more to discuss. So please, you can take help of any book.
One question. So in this customs, whatever this inbound message types which you are telling, all this we will be configuring, or we are having the standard configurations? Means like I'm as the
countries whom
consultant.
SAP is supporting, we will be using standard. There are only 14 countries whom SAP is supporting electronic filing. Only 14 countries. Apart from 14 countries, we need to go with the broker filing or some other. And in that case, we create our own.
Okay, so for this 14 countries, already SAP has done all the configurations.
Yes.
Yeah. Which are those countries? 14 countries.
That Austria, Australia, Belgium, China, Switzerland, Netherlands, France, Germany, US, UK, and some
Okay.
50 more countries.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other question?
Yeah, Vidyachal. So one question. Um, so we have checks for sales order, delivery, and billing documents. So what are the checks that are significant for these documents? Like,
No, checks
for
means sales
example,
orders.
I
Yeah.
already have. Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead.
So during the sale order creation, I have. I mean, GTS is validating some checks like embargo, legal, and SPLs. And again, when it comes to delivery, the same or different checks are happening, and same
Yeah.
for billing. So what are the
Yeah.
different checks that are happening in these
No,
transactions?
different
That
check
way we
means only how you can remember is documents which are going into compliance management, like sales orders, outbound delivery, purchase order, inbound delivery. These documents are checking against our compliance services, all export, embargo license and unique license, embargo license, SCA. But by billing document doesn't transfer to compliance. So only customs management. So there's no need in screening. Because in general, bill documents means what? Everything is done. Now I need to receive payment. So everything has been, all checks have been performed now. Similarly, in import case also.
okay. So when I have already done the compliance check as part of the sales order,
Ah,
is there any other reason to have the same check done for delivery?
yeah, why not? Yeah, anyway, in fact, this is a very good question. Very, very good question. Then since we are performing all the checks at sales order, then why we need delivery? So simple example I'll give you. We can change business partner details manually in sales or on delivery, right? So let's say we created a sales order and business partner address was not part of SPL. So, uh, you know, uh, smoothly, we created a sales order number and sales order was transferred to GTS, screened against all the services and released, and user created a delivery document. While creating a delivery document, again what he did, he went to VL0 to N and manually he changed the address of your business partners manually. So if that particular address, since we all know that they most of the user will have access to change the address manually, if he's checking, if he's changing the address, then again, if we do not have any kind of screening, then again we are non-compliant. So if we make any manual change, this is standard, then again we get that will get transferred to GTS and it will be screened in the document cloud.
Okay, so
Even
only
in
in
your
that
license
kind of
case also.
scenarios.
Yeah, no, even in license case also. When we use value license and quantity license, so we need to use value depreciation. That suppose we got license for thousands of quantity license, then if we create a sales order for 100 quantities, so it means value should be depreciated by 100. So now still we have license for 900 quantities. So if we do not use license depreciation at both the level, then if we create a bill or one delivery, it will consume another 100 documents license. So for the same documents, instead of 100 license, our system has consumed 200 license for 200 quantities, which is not correct. So for that purpose only we are using the value depreciation at sales order level and delivery level. So if we have assigned both the depreciation levels, so just system will consume only license for only 100 points. Clear, Shankar?
Yeah, Vinay. So in that line, another question. So let's say I have created a sale order and the checks has been done. So
Hmm.
if I do any changes on the sales order after the
Ah,
initial check is done, so will it
ah.
again go or for a check, or should the checks
Yes,
happen
yes.
only at
No,
the
no.
delivery level?
So it will again transfer, but with the same customer document. Again, it will be transferred and it will update the values.
Okay. Okay.
Since
So
our
whenever
change
we do a
documents,
save, it will go on.
yeah, because our transition data are using synchronous transfer in real time. As soon as we are saving, that value will be transferred automatically.
Yeah. And at least from the sales document perspective, we understand it is controlled based on company code and plan. But how does
Yeah.
it work for business partner or customer relation? Assuming
What
that
business
we
partner?
have a normal customer in ECC, okay, I can have one master data, general data view, but I can extend one customer for different sales of a client combination.
Huh.
So,
Huh.
do we still can restrict certain master data to transfer to GTS, or we cannot control that at all?
We do not have control, but still we have one setting where we can control that. If we do not want your sole to party to be screened, the complete sole to party, then we have control. But if you want to filter, then that is that for that we don't have.
So that will be a manual activity then if I want to do that.
Yeah. But anyway, not manual activities means then you don't transfer. You don't. If you create document, you. But anyway, by using change point, if you are making some change, that will again transfer automatically. But no harm in that because system doesn't transfer every time. System doesn't screen every time. System screens only once. So until unless you make some changes, system doesn't transfer again. So there's no harm in transfer.
And one material in GTS can have both ECCN and ICCN number.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, we can have.
All right. Thank you, Vintesh.
Yes, yes, we can have. But most of the cases, it will be same only. Why it will be same? Because both values save in the single table. Okay. But if we are using same material, so in this most of the cases I'm saying it will be same. ECCN and ICC.
Yeah, it's because the ECCN of country of departure will be the ICCN of import for country of destination.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct,
Okay.
correct. So Manoj is asking, GPS works only in case of PO, not STO. In STO case also it will perform. Same thing, same kind of activity. It also perform at STO level. It support. Any other question?
Hello, sir. In S/4HANA, where we can find the configuration node for GTS?
Yeah, good question. Go to SPRO. From SPRO, at I think from down third or fourth option. That there you will have option of RFC something, risk management something. No, not risk. I'm missing that particular option. So, but from down third or fourth option, you need to use that tab, and then if you open that node, then you can see this. If you don't understand, then any point of time, just you send me a screenshot, and then I'll help you.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
So one suggestion from my side. So at very high level, I explained you customs management and even compliance management, but there are a lot more to discuss like configuration, how to control. If any one product, if suppose we are dealing with 100 products and only 10 products are relevant for license, not 100, not 90 products are relevant for license, then what settings are required? Please everyone go on mute. Please everyone. So suppose we are dealing with 100 products. If let's say license are required for only 10 products, not for 90 products, then how to configure? Or if we have something reverse case, we are dealing with hundreds of products. We need license for all the products, but only for 5 products license is not required. Then what are those settings available? So there are so many scenarios. There are a lot more to discuss in compliance customs. And in customs also communication thoroughly we need to discuss, because in interview they ask question from communication process, how to set up communication process, what are steps available that we should know, what is default data procedure, how system, what configuration are needed, or which tell me some of the fields name, which values for which values are not transferring from billing document. So there are so many things. So you discuss, you read thoroughly those areas. And one more component, risk management. I didn't explain you. In risk management, there are three subcomponents. That is preference management, then restitution, and letter of credit. Restitution you can leave, not required at all. It's very rarely used module. Even letter of credit also, it's very rarely used process. But preference is something, now it's important. And preference again, if you discuss preference, it will take too long time. It's again a big module, and it's very important now. So preference usually, just one example, yesterday someone discussed about on trade agreement. This works on trade agreement. So what trade agreement? There are many trade agreement in the world. In fact, there are more than 300 to 400 trade agreements, like NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement. So in NAFTA, there are three countries, US, Canada, and Mexico. So if those countries are importing goods from each other, so if certain conditions are fulfilled, then no need to pay import duties and taxes. And since they are not paying import duties and taxes, then they can also sell to their customers. So that customer also get benefited. So it means whatever benefit they got, customer also no need to pay any import duties and taxes. But conditions are important here. What conditions? Like your raw materials should belong to these three countries only. Originator should be those three countries only. Let's say if we have one product M1, that's why yesterday we discussed bill of material, which is required for preference management. So let's say we have computer. When computer is a header product for bill of material product. For this we have 5 components. So out of those 5 components, if 3 components we are preparing from other countries apart from Canada, Mexico, and US, then it means that we won't be getting any waiver. We need to pay import duties and taxes. So there are a lot more to discuss. So you just take help of Google. In Google, so many materials are available. Or in help.sap.com, you will have details available in risk management, in preference management. You can start reading, and you will have a good idea. In case suppose you're not understanding this preference management, not an issue. You leave this module at all. Don't touch. But be strong in compliance and customs management, and it will help you a lot, and it will help you to get a job. Nowadays, if you don't know customs management, it's very difficult to get a job. Everyone is asking knowledge on customs management, because compliance is very easy. Anyone can do, because this is a transaction basis. But customs management is we need to understand the process. This is process oriented modules. So everyone, all project expect us that we should have good knowledge on customs management. So just start reading in these 2 modules, compliance management and customs management. Okay.